Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all fandoms, welcome to the Ferret Raccoon podcast, episode 80. I am the Youngie Raccoon.
I am Ace.
And we are back for the second podcast of 2018, which seems to be just cruising through. We're getting through this year way too fast.
I know, 2018's been a blur so far. I mean,
yes.
I don't know if it's just the beginning of the year and the end of years just go past, and the middle is just a massive slog, but...
Yeah, and also, it's already become quite memorable as well.
Oh, God. I think it was memorable since the first day.
Yeah, well, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
I would say. But yeah, we're back. Ace is back after his, I guess, Christmas-esque holiday type deal. So it's good to have him back. Ferret should be back on the podcast very soon. He was on holiday and he's going to go back on holiday soon. He's a busy man.
It's just a bit.
So yeah, a lot of things will be happening with that. But I guess we can catch up with Ace on this very rainy morning we are recording on. It's fairly dark. It's technically kind of snow. It's like
almost.
sleet.
It's drifting very slowly.
Yeah.
It feels like if it gets a little colder, it could turn into snow. Which I'd be happy with.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't mind. I'm kind of anticipating it to some extent.
But yeah, so far my January's been pretty good. My holiday was very, very relaxing, filled of the most hedonistic pleasures.
Oh dear. oh yes.
oh yes,
okay.
Definitely. But it was a joy to me, at least.
Mm-hmm.
But also I celebrated my birthday recently.
Yes.
I didn't really do a big thing or anything. I mostly hang around with people individually for my birthday because that's just how I do things.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just spread it all out to some extent.
And one of the things, one of my friends got me tickets to see Paramore, which was really cool and a cool surprise.
Quite unexpected as well for you and to me to find out as well that you'd gone and seen them.
Yeah. And it was really cool seeing them. The prices are so expensive there, but so it was like sitting down, but I was so happy with that anyway.
Okay.
And they played a song that I don't usually hear them play, being Hate to See Your Heartbreak.
Okay.
And I love that song,
okay.
And I was just so happy.
Extra special birthday treat.
Exactly. But it was a glorious, glorious day for me. I really enjoyed it.
It's good to hear.
I also got to see a few things that came out, I guess, this year. One thing kind of came out late last year.
Yeah, they're going to start blurring now. We're going to start... Well, England's going to start getting the last few 2017 films from now until late February, which is quite annoying. So you're going to hear some people from England raving about old films, but at the same time, I know that America isn't getting Paddington for another few weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So the hype is real for Paddington 2 in America.
Well, considering how good I've heard it is, that's really weird.
I mean, it's probably going to hit box office number one, most likely. Much like another film that we're going to talk about, maybe.
Yeah. But I saw 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, which everyone was raving about in America. It's by the same guy who did In Bruges and 7 Psychopaths.
A good director.
Yeah. I understand why people love this. It is really, really well written, and I would say it is a good film. But I have some issues. It's very... This is going to sound really weird, so let me explain first. A lot of the non-white people felt like they were just token. And it's weird because they talk about race a lot in the film. And they're barely... Any of the black people in the film aren't used much. So it feels weird. Yeah. Okay. One character is literally a very racist police officer. And yet, as far as I can... There are 3 black characters throughout the whole film. One only comes into it late, and the other 2 are just there for, maybe 2 scenes. So it feels very weird. Like, they didn't write it properly.
So that threw you off?
A little bit. It was kind of like, that could have been handled better. And then, one bit, it's 2 black characters just share a scene together, and now they're dating. It's like, really? That's a bit weird. But, overall, I did like it. It just has some issues.
That's weird. I've not heard anyone mention that at all.
Yeah.
I'd actually be interested to see that and kind of bring my own thoughts on that, because although you're presenting that as a bit of a negative and something that's kind of, you know, taking down your general opinion of it, I'm still interested to see how that works on that. So yeah.
But I will still say it is good, just a bit.
It's odd in a few places.
Yeah. Watched The End of the Fucking World.
Oh yeah.
Which it actually came out in November on
Channel 4 in England.
Yeah. And I actually really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
It was very dark and quite witty, and I found it very entertaining. I kind of watched it all in one afternoon.
Okay.
It's only 8 episodes and they're 20 minutes each episode.
Fair enough.
But it's a very dark world. Everyone seems to be quite fucked up in a way.
Okay, because we talked about it on the previous podcast and I wasn't too hot on it. Mainly coming from the trailer, I didn't really like its... To me, as I think I said on the podcast, it kind of felt like a teenager who thinks he's like the deepest and the most edgiest person kind of directed this. And that could most likely be coming from the way the trailer is edited, in the fact that they're going to, you know, censor all the swear words, despite the fact this is a very explicit series. And I was kind of like...
they didn't censor once. Like, I didn't see the trailer. I didn't see the trailer. Mm-hmm. So,
in the trailer, they're trying to very smartly cut all the swear words out to be like, oh man, this is the 15-year-old's first like 18 rated TV series. And I was kind of like, ugh. I mean, I said I could see the potential and like it was an interesting idea for the most part, if not, you know, kind of generic in some sense. But I was like, you know, it's fine. That's what happens. Sometimes trailers are edited badly.
Yeah.
But
no, that sounds pretty horrible from a trailer standpoint.
Yeah, it wasn't great. But if it got more people to watch a good series, that's fine. Especially as soon as Netflix seems incredibly intent on stealing everything from Channel 4.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
But yeah,
watch out, Electric Dreams. They're coming.
Yeah, well, they've got Black Mirror. You know, they'll just get both things.
They might. That's the only reason why Electric Dreams exists is because they stole Black Mirror.
Well, no, it's from the Philip K. Dick. Like, it's all his short stories. Just
I know, but the intent to turn it into a TV series was because they lost Black Mirror.
Yeah. Oh well, it's still fun.
I mean, it's business and all that, but you know.
And got to watch Anime of the Year already. It came out. January 5th.
Oh yeah.
Devilman Crybaby.
Oh man.
It's excellent. It has problems, like it's paced really weird, and I don't know if it's intentional that some characters don't get proper development. I can see how it would.
I think it is intentional.
I can see how it makes sense, but I'm not entirely sure at points. But it is absolutely amazing. The music is great. The rapping is fantastic.
I've heard the soundtrack. I didn't even watch the anime. I was meant to watch it a few days ago, but obviously my internet's been down. I heard the soundtrack and I was like, strong.
Everything about it is strong. It showed me how to run faster.
Yes.
Which...
See, because the thing was, people were looking at Naruto as the correct way to kind of run, but I think... You know, the team actually did a lot of good research and actually kind of realized the correct way to actually run. So there is a lot of educational benefit coming from this anime series. So I've been seeing a lot of people raving about it. I still haven't watched it, like I've said. The one thing I kind of want to mention, and I'm glad you brought it up, was just a quick message to the people who are raving about it. This is not a Netflix show.
Yeah.
Netflix did not make this. They licensed it. I'm sick of people saying that, oh man, this is one of the best shows Netflix has made. Oh, this is one of the Netflix's next masterpiece. And I'm just like, can we not give credit to the studio and the composers and the voice actors? Too many like there are people legit saying Devilman Crybaby is good in that, but there's too many people going, like I said, Netflix next masterpiece, and I'm like, no, shouldn't we say 2018's first anime masterpiece?
Yeah.
Because Netflix hasn't done anything. Yeah, they licensed the show.
They licensed it and they basically published it through their service.
And besides, it is televised in Japan.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal. It's different if they made it and funded it and really wanted it. It was just a case of, oh, they're doing a remake of Devilman.
Yeah.
We'll put that on the platform.
Yeah. But highly recommend it.
Yes.
Everyone should watch it. It's funny how the best anime of the year came out 5 days after the year started.
Pretty much, and all in one day. Although I think there are some runners-up and...
No,
there are some runners-up. There are some runners-up.
Number 1 all the way to number 50 is Devilman Crybaby. And there's nothing else.
Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Ah, don't be like that. Yeah, anything else you want to check out?
That's basically it, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I too as well celebrated my birthday quite early on in the year, and we went out for a meal, and fun times were had.
Yes, very fun times.
Confusion was had. There was controversy over a milkshake.
Oh no.
There were discussions made about raccoons being thrown downstairs.
Yeah. Like the things I remember the most was the cheesecake on top of the milkshake.
Yeah, so
the Oreos.
So I ordered an Oreo cheesecake milkshake, thinking that it was going to be a milkshake that they blended the Oreos and the cheesecake. When it was finally presented to me, it was a milkshake with a slice of Oreo cheesecake, 2 Oreos, whipped cream, ice cream, and chocolate drizzle. So obviously, me and everyone were shocked to see this, because I was like, what the hell? This is already dessert.
Yeah.
I still had like a burger and macaroni cheese balls and chips still to eat, but I did it.
Yeah, managed it all.
I had to. And then obviously there was anger over like black cherry drink as well.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we had a fun time, and I also watched like the what was it called, that Robot Wars special where it was like England versus like the rest of the world, which was quite fun. Yeah, there was some tension going on in that one, but it was interesting. It was fun. I didn't realize it was a 2-parter.
Oh,
it was a second part, but it was still good to see. But yeah, fun stuff. I haven't really been doing too much other than the big announcement being the planning my holiday. I spent since the last podcast we recorded, I spent a week and a half basically planning it and doing as much research into it and other things. I'm not going to say what it is just for now, because I'd like Ferret to kind of help me talk about it, and you guys will understand what I mean by there. So I've basically been doing that. I also went back and watched 2 OVA classics, being Devilman The Birth and nice. Devilman The Demon Bird.
Okay.
Which, I'll talk about The Birth real quick. It's basically the beginning of Devilman.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people are going to go into Devilman like, what's going on?
Yeah,
I'm not too sure what's going on. If you watch this, it's like about, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes. It's going to explain everything.
Okay.
Basically. And it's really fun. It came out in, I think, 1987. So it sticks closer to the manga, because the original animated series, which came out in the 70s, I believe, kind of does its own thing. Kind of becomes like a bit of a Saturday morning cartoon kind of deal, to my knowledge. And this one basically provides the origin story, and it is quite interesting. It's got some really striking 80s shots. Like, there's a great shot where I'm forgetting the other character's name, the blonde-haired dude.
Rio.
Huh?
Rio.
Yeah, Rio. There's a great scene where he's in his red sports car.
Yeah.
And he's talking about how he's just like, yeah, my father died. And like, just as he says that, like, they pull up behind a truck with red lights, and it goes very sinister for a moment as he basically explains that, yeah, my father went crazy after he saw something, and he basically killed my dog and tried to kill me, then killed himself. We got to deal with this situation, Akira. Jeez. Something big's happening.
Yeah.
And it's basically about that. It's got like a nice bit of action in it. Obviously, he's got his shotgun and everything, and, which is fun. And basically, and it's gory as hell.
Yeah.
It's pretty nasty at some points where I was just like, oh, you know. And then obviously you got the Demon Bird, which is referring to a certain character, and that was a great time. It's a little bit more, it's a less stylistic, but the animation is much better. The soundtrack is much stronger. It's got some great shots in it, some great fight scenes in it as well, and it definitely feels a little bit more impactful. It's kind of like a sequel to The Birth. So if you want to get into Crybaby, watch these 2 so you'll be completely clued up towards the end of it. But it's really some really good stuff.
I do think Crybaby actually utilizes quite a lot of stuff from those.
Yes. I don't know too much about Devilman Crybaby, but from what I see, it's kind of like continuation, kind of like, let's take some concepts and put it into one series, but my knowledge is not too strong. I've only seen that one character is in the series, and that's about it. And I'm not going to say, because it's still a new series. Let's not spoil things for other people. That's why I haven't mentioned who the other character in the Demon Bird is. Although if you've watched Crybaby, you probably know who it might be. And the other thing, obviously, if I watched Devilman, you know, I had to watch the next natural progression of that. So I went and watched Despicable Me 3.
Oh, that is quite devilish.
And to be honest, the film's okay.
Oh, okay.
It's all right.
Okay.
It's surprising how okay it is.
Okay.
Like no, and it might sound weird, but like, yeah, the minions are toned down in this film.
Right.
Like, they give them the D story, and they only get like a few scenes.
All right.
Compared to the second film, where it was like, here's the story. Now let's see what the minions are doing.
Yeah.
And Groot is gonna play. Now let's see what the minions are doing. Oh, it's the final battle between. Now let's see what the minions. No, it's not like that. Wow. It's like, here's the story, and there's the minions. They got their own story, and they're over there. Okay.
I'm quite surprised by that.
I was surprised too. It actually feels like they're trying.
Huh.
Which I was shocked by. The main villain is great because he's actually threatening and he's actually memorable. Unlike the other two, voiced by Trey Parker, creator of The Simpsons, and he is great.
Creator of The Simpsons?
The Simpsons, no. No, that's Matt Groening.
South Park.
South Park, excuse me.
I thought you were doing a bit there.
No.
Because Simpsons did everything.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he's really great as just this over-the-top 80s villain, because they gave him a really funny backstory where he's basically a child actor who played the main villain in an 80s show, and he was just upset that like his show got cancelled, so he just turned into a villain. He turned into the villain that he portrayed in the TV show.
Interesting.
Which was quite fun, and you know, there are some like shortcomings where there's story beats that basically go nowhere, and there's points where it's like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
Which a bit of a shame, but other than that, it's fine. It's great, and where they end it was actually quite surprising because it could mean that it's might be the last film.
Interesting.
Which I would be perfectly fine if they ended it there because it's a good ending.
Oh, so they killed all the minions. That's cool.
No, but if they do let's just say, without spoiling too much, if they are gonna follow Groot in Gru. Yeah. If they are gonna follow Gru in, let's say, a fourth film, there probably won't be any minions. Okay. Maybe not. Okay. So, without spoiling too much, basically. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing over the last 2 weeks, other than freaking out over the internet going down and trying to watch things and working on the next videos coming up, which the progress has been halted thanks to the internet going down. But whatever. But I guess we can get into our main stories, and we're going to talk about our good friends at YouTube or Google, who for once are deciding to make some changes to the platform, most likely in light of recent events, which I'm pretty sure we all know what those could be. But the interesting thing is they actually decided to inform people about a change being made to the platform.
God, it's a miracle.
Yeah. It's crazy. They did it in a very dickish, spiteful way by emailing a bunch of people about these changes. And because my internet is down, I don't have the exact quotes coming from it. But basically put, let's see how you put it. If you are below the quota of having under or about 1,000 subscribers and have under 40,000 hours worth of views on your channel, you are not eligible for monetization. So basically, YouTube will not run ads on your videos and you will not make money off the things you upload to YouTube. So basically, 60% of YouTube will not be making money and possibly will never be able to make money for the most part. And this really sucks because it essentially confirms that the tiny creator or the starter is basically being swept aside and will 100% be forgotten and neglected in terms of some kind of, like, let's say, favoritism, because basically what the aim is, and kind of like the theory and what I'm guessing they're going by, is that by essentially making this kind of cap or limitation, the way I see it is there will be more ads to go around for people who are, I know it sounds weird to say that, but there'll basically be more ads for the people who are at the position to actually make money off YouTube.
Right, okay.
Given we have the adpocalypse and the fact that so many companies are boycotting YouTube for 3 specific reasons, being, let's just say, beheading, pedophilia, and a cunt. YouTube's kind of running out of resources. So there's not ads to go around for everyone, basically. So even your favorite YouTubers who have hundreds of thousands to millions of subscribers, they're getting hurt. They're not making as much money as they really should be. I mean, keep in mind the partner system is still a bit busted. If you do partner up with someone on YouTube, you should be getting 90% not 50, just to let you know.
The partnership system is just fucked in general.
It's dumb. It's really dumb. And yeah, I'm pretty annoyed by this, but I can understand why they've done this. It technically is a good decision. It was just handled and it's delivered in such a bad way that it's obviously going to give people a nasty taste in their mouth, because it's to some extent, it's basically making it even harder for anyone to start a YouTube channel and build an audience or get anywhere. Even if your intention isn't to make money, it's going to be incredibly tough to get your name, your content, or whatever out there. Obviously, it's a double-edged sword for the most part. Sorry, I've kind of talked to death there, Ace. But,
I personally think the whole new plan is terrible.
Yeah.
As said, new creators aren't going to be able to monetize content, which is probably why so many people use Patreon at the moment.
Yeah, it's Patreon and I can't remember.
Fund Me or something.
Things like Fund Me and obviously paid promotions and stuff like that was the word I was kind of thinking of, and I do hate that, because it's really gonna hurt them and hurt people for the most part, because I mean, everyone who is in a comfortable position of having so many subscribers and making money, they're fine. They're gonna be doing better. Everyone else, like I said, that 60% is desolate. Like it's gonna be, but YouTube has lots of issues. They still haven't sorted out the pedophilia problem. That's something I'm gonna keep mentioning. They haven't sorted that out yet.
There's a lot of issues they have not sorted out.
The 3 ones I mentioned are the 3 big ones, and it's like, you need to stop worrying about the money, guys, and you need to fix this website, because there's stuff that will shut you down indefinitely on your site, big time. And the worst part about it is you don't even have to look that hard.
No,
it's no
joke. You can literally just type it in.
Exactly, it is literally a search away, and you will find it, and that's bad. It's really ugly, and I mean, I say it's a good decision in the sense of, hopefully this will lead to better things. Hopefully your favorite people, let's say the good people, will still be able to make the good stuff, because there is still good stuff on YouTube. Granted, if you were to divide that 40%, I would say only 20 of that is people who deserve the attention and the money and the success. But I think it is a good thing to at least try and get something going on, because less people are using YouTube as a form of actually getting the money through it. And I mean, at the same time, and I know I'm probably going to sound like, I'm all favoriting YouTube. Trust me, because I hate YouTube.
Yeah.
But the way it seems is, even if you have because one thing that's also quite scummy is, if you are just under that, you're losing it. Yeah. Even if you were at that position of 1,000, 4,000, you're still losing it. Even if you were at that position, you're only really making like £200 to £500 a year. Granted, money's still money, but to them
that's not enough to live on.
Of course, it's not enough to live on. It's just enough to fund yourself for YouTube and that. But I can understand why they would get rid of that, because to them it's tiny money.
Yeah,
it's time. It's no big deal, and obviously they want to give it to other people who don't deserve it and want to be racist assholes.
The problem is that this system rewards the people who just do 10-minute vlog videos.
Yeah.
The exact kind of people who've been causing tons of controversy of lately.
Yeah.
And
they get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. And then it punishes people like animators.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
animation's dead on YouTube now.
Was it 40,000 hours or 4,000 hours of YouTube?
I should, because I don't have my internet, I cannot double check, but it is something between 4,000 to 40,000 hours of views.
I'm sorry, but doing that as an animator is
it's impossible.
Their system, as it has gone on, has fucked over animators more than almost anyone else.
It's not terrible. Even worth it. I mean, just go have a look at Ego Raptor's YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he doesn't upload anything.
There's no point in him uploading anything. He's... I
mean, they do well with Game Grumps, so...
There's no point.
Exactly.
He's an incredibly talented, voice actor and animator, but there's no... It's really sad to say, but there is no worth in you animating on YouTube. You might as well build your own website, go to Tumblr, go to Twitter, and, do that. I've seen a lot of artists as well releasing books.
Yeah.
Do whatever you can, because YouTube is not interested in creativity, simply put. especially given how, if you look at the trending pages and you look at how certain people are getting there, it's just like, no.
It's actually pretty trash.
It is really bad. And given that I'm about to reorganize my YouTube stuff, it's kind of like, should I really bother? You know, you know, it is extremely discouraging. And that might be the point. I don't know. But YouTube won't be around for much longer at this rate. I mean, granted, they have so many enemies, both good and bad enemies against them. And it's just like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Like, come on. One thing I do remember is that I do like how they didn't particularly say this person's name, but in the quote, in the updates, they're basically saying how, oh, we want to protect your content, and, you know, there's so many, you know, bad things that they refer to them as bad actors. And I was like, I know exactly who you mean by bad actors. And I ain't just talking about fraudsters or spammers. Yeah. You're talking about a particular kind of person.
Right,
we all know who that person is. But yeah, I did like that term of bad actors. So I was like, But anyway, we'll probably be talking about YouTube a lot more, probably because we'll probably be doing a video soon saying this podcast isn't on YouTube anymore. But, it's getting there. Luckily, we're in the position where there's so many outlets, and luckily we are all over the place. Mainly regarding our email, which you can hit us up at raccoonplusfriends.gmail.com. You can also hit us up if you want to continue discussion on our Twitters. We're going to be plugging our Twitters because we have Twitters this time. Mine is Angry Raccoon, or The Angry Raccoon, with only one C. You can go follow me on there. Ace, what is
Mine
your
is
Twitter?
Ace Enigma, but there's no gap between either. So ACEENIGMA.
Just for now, we're going to put them in the download link with the podcast, as well as the description of the YouTube video, so you can go follow us and see what we're up to. Because even if you do not want to subscribe to any of the channels, we'll post everything that we're going to upload on our Twitter, so you can do it that way. However means it's good for you. You know, so you got all those opportunities, man. It's not, everything doesn't begin and end with YouTube.
Exactly.
So you got that opportunity. And speaking of beginnings and endings, Ace, I believe you have the first trailer we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, so
deep breaths.
The first trailer is Teen Titans Go to the movies.
Oh man, they were in the boardroom just really racking their brains over that one.
I think it goes with that really popular meme that I love. What should we call our movie? How about Teen Titans Go to the movies? That's excellent, Greg. Here's my keys. Fuck my wife. It's like that.
It does kind of feel like that, and given some of the things I'm going to talk about, it really does. I mean, okay. This is probably going to be one of the most upsetting and aggravating trailers so far this year, although I think there are some more aggravating ones, personally, for me.
I wanted to stop it at 30 seconds in.
For a teaser trailer, it's too long.
I didn't even remember how long it was. I kind of lost track as I watched it. I literally paused at 30 and then realised I kind of need to watch the rest.
And then went and had a nap and, you know. Yeah. But I mean, here's the thing. I'm going to kind of break it down real quick. So, as much as people want the original series back, as much as people hate the series guts, this was an inevitable, basically, because here's a fact, guys. Children love Teen Titans Go.
This is why children are stupid.
It's and here's the thing. Here's where it gets interesting and kind of weird. Teen Titans Go is Cartoon Network's highest rated show, which creates an interesting duality because it's both killing the network and saving the network at the same time. And basically putting it this way, it's a cheap show to produce, but it makes a lot of money back, which Cartoon Network can obviously go and fund newer shows and continue the other shows. But here's the big problem. Its main demographic doesn't want anything other than Teen Titans Go. They are not interested in anything else. It is too popular and too successful that making a new show is too great of a risk. Hence why it's essentially killing the network, because obviously, keep it on. It's giving the money. But at the same time, it's killing the network. They can't be creative. They can't really do anything. They're scared to make a new show because kids don't want that. They want more Teen Titans Go.
They don't care. It makes them money. They don't give a shit.
Well, they do care because eventually they're going to lose everything. It'll just be a network that show in a weird dystopian way. It'll just be a network that just shows Teen Titans Go.
To be honest, that sounds like a network's dream. All they have to do is make one cheap show and that's it, and they get money.
To an extent, yes, but at the same time, their legacy is going to go down, because a lot of the shows they've really tried to push have failed. The new Powerpuff Girls failed. Granted, it got a second season, but it got so much negative press, and too right, it deserved that negative press, because it's awful. But yeah, at the same time, the people at Cartoon Network, the creators they have, and the people there, and there are good people in Cartoon Network, they are striving to actually create the weirdest and the craziest cartoons there. And it's really hard to really talk and speak to these people when it's like, we're making billions with this one cartoon. You're a big risk that could shut us down.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this.
Well, I'm sure they'll find a nice place at home or on Netflix.
Possibly. I mean, some of Cartoon Network shows are on Netflix, but it's some of the older stuff. Like, that's the problem with Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
It's this weird enigma, if you want, within like the network itself, because it's like I said, it's both killing the network and saving it at the same time. So obviously a film was inevitable, and I mean, there's nothing to this trailer other than like a few interesting things I wanted to point out. Like, for example, the main characters are dressed as Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah. Which
was quite interesting, because we're going to have DC/Warner Brothers meddling in this film now, which means the film could either be much worse than it might have already been, because they are still trying to promote the hell out of Wonder Woman because it's their only success.
Yeah, I think it's just a case of people like Wonder Woman, so they make a Wonder Woman reference, like, yay.
They rushed her into the animated series as well. She's just there.
Really?
Yeah, she's just there, and then they made a adult joke where she got squirted with white liquid on her face.
Wow.
Yeah.
DC. Warner Brothers.
DC doesn't know anything about Teen Titans Go. Yeah. They don't watch it.
I'm not surprised.
They don't watch it. I mean, the show, they've done some funny and juvenile jokes, but it's nothing special, the show. And this is not me going, oh man, I bring back the original series. It's over, all right? Yeah. It's fine. I've made my peace with that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
It's a good show. I mean, I'm fine with it. I'd rather it just stay finished.
Yeah.
Or just make a comic or something like that.
Which I think they did.
Of that exact style, most likely did, yeah. And there even was a movie where they Teen Titans go to Tokyo.
Yeah, Trouble in Tokyo,
Trouble in Tokyo. Yeah. And also, they took the piss out of Aquaman.
Yeah, I know, and that seems like really stupid when you're making an Aquaman movie. Like, you should be promoting your own material.
It is very weird. Like, by all accounts, you should take the piss out of bad Aquaman. Yeah. Like, bad adaptations of Aquaman. And yeah, it is a bit weird that you're like, oh, if Aquaman can get a film, then Teen Titans go. And you're basically going, so you're both saying they're both shit then, yeah?
Exactly. Exactly. And plus, like, Aquaman, even in his worst, is better than Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
And oh my god.
And here's the interesting thing I kind of want to say, and if you want to make a bet, we can make a bet. I think Teen Titans Go is gonna be better and gross more than Aquaman.
I think it's gonna gross more. I still don't think it will be better.
No. I mean, I think it'll be better in terms of people saying it's good.
Oh yeah, probably.
But I don't think it's going to be the better film. I don't think either films are going to be good.
No, but Aquaman will still be better. Even if it's just by an inch.
Even by a stroke.
I mean, this film had a fart joke in the trailer.
And
and it was so embarrassing. I wanted to punch my screen.
I was just like, imagine if no one's ever seen this show before. You'd be like, what?
Exactly.
Like, and here's the thing. I've watched some of Teen Titans Go. There are way better jokes and concepts in the show than they presented in that teaser. And I was like, that's not a good start, guys. I hope that's not actually in the film.
I think it is.
The idea of the bubble monster is fine. That's dumb, goofy, whatever. Yeah. But I was just like, kind of drawing it out just a bit too long.
Yeah, it went on far too long.
Like, oh man, I was like, did J.J. Abrams direct this? Oh god. I mean, I think that I will give this film one bit of credit. It's not necessarily the most creditable bit of credit, but it does look like a cartoon compared to the actual cartoon. There is an actual sense of production going into this film.
That's the most backhanded comment ever, and I love it.
I know. It's like, I looked at it and I was like, hey, there's shadows and lighting, and there's the background's a little bit more detailed. That's great.
Characters are actually moving. Interesting.
Instead of being dragged across the screen, like they're obviously done in flesh. Like, Jesus, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic has, like, better animation than Teen Titans Go, and that show is animated in flesh.
Wow.
Even the movie was, like, in terms of animation, pretty slick and pretty good. But yeah, like, I guess there isn't really anything else to say other than, oh my gosh, like we say that 2018 has been very eventful, but, oof.
I guess it's true when they say, fuck you, it's January.
Yeah, I mean, this film isn't even coming out in January, but, oh.
Fuck you, it's year.
Basically, yeah, I'm going to be saving so much money, because I ain't going cinema. Trust me, I guarantee you, I probably won't be talking about I won't be watching any of the films we're going to talk about the trailer on this podcast. That's probably just how it's going to go. But anyway, let's move on to a completely different format, and that's going to be Nintendo's Lando Switch.
Oh, Labo.
Labo.
Yeah. Or at least I think it's Labo.
It's either Labo or Lado. I don't know.
I
really don't know.
I wrote a B, so I'm going to say it's Labo.
I wrote a B too.
Okay.
Labo. Yeah, I don't have my internet, so we can't double check this, but all the correct information will be in the description in the download link. Speaking of upsets, another one of 2018's biggest upsets, Nintendo will be playing with cardboard.
Yeah, so they made these cardboard playset things. I mean, it's obvious for children. Yes. I've got no problem with that.
Yeah, there's a lot of negativity coming from grown-ass men going, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I'm not buying this. It's like, so bad.
Well, it wasn't for you, mate.
No, it's designed for children. Yeah. It's to get children to be creative.
Now, I tried to skim through the things that I was reading on it, but what exactly are you buying?
You're buying cardboard.
You're just buying the cardboard?
Yes, you're buying overpriced cardboard.
So for $69.99,
yes,
you're buying cardboard?
Yes. That's why I don't agree with overpriced cardboard, because you can go get cardboard yourself and probably make this.
You could just draw it. Yeah,
and people have already just, like, made, like, box heads and be like, yeah, my Nintendo Lando's here, you know, and people have done that, basically, because you already know that's what people are going to be doing.
Yeah.
I know there was a great image where someone had an image of a sort of shotgun made out of paper, like, ready to play Doom Switch. Yeah. You're going to see a lot of images like that come out, which is great. I can't wait for someone to actually recreate all the armor from Skyrim in cardboard and be like, I'm ready for Skyrim now.
And then Todd Howard just, like, pays that person $1 million.
Basically. I like the cut of your GIF.
Can we get Skyrim on the Nintendo Labo?
He'll say that. Can we get, like, the armor set? Yeah, he will. He will. But, like, I mean, here's the thing. Like, a lot of the things they showed off, they're nice.
Yeah.
They're cute. I like the way they look. I like the rough kind of, like, how'd you put it? Like, hard to make kind of look at it. Yeah. I think it is, I'd imagine seeing the instruction manuals are going to be kind of interesting. I think that's going to be the most fun out of it, is making this, like, cardboard thing and that. And I think it's great. I think it's also going to, like we've kind of hinted, it's going to help people get a little bit more creative. Like, I think it's going to get more people to be like, oh, I'm going to make something that's going to, like a sword to help me play Skyward Sword better. I'm going to create a gun that helps me with Splatoon or something like that. I'm going to paint it, and you're going to see tutorials, hopefully, of people going, that's how you make a Splatoon gun, and then Nintendo goes, shut down.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I mean, that's the main positive I have of it, because I'm going to give you guys a secret, and this is, like, something that, you know, like, don't tell no one about this. You don't have to buy this to still enjoy the game.
I know.
You can, like, not buy it, and you can still play your Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. It's actually a miracle development. It was just rolled out, you know, a patch, you know.
It's technically an add-on, but you don't have to buy it, guys. Yeah. You don't have to. It's alright.
But yeah, last things I want to say is that cardboard is going to tear easily, and these are kids.
Yes.
So, like, lace it with some sort of adamantium, then it'll be fine. The other thing is, my favourite thing about the Nintendo Labo is that it's $69 and it comes out on the 20th of April. So $69 for $20.
Yeah, I saw someone kind of saying that, and
it's the best part.
Yeah, people are wondering if this is some kind of early April Fool's.
Maybe.
I don't think it is, but
that'd be great. Like,
I mean, let me put it this way: other than you actually buying it, Nintendo's saving money.
yeah.
So I mean, Switch is all about being different and creative.
Yeah.
Sure thing. I'm unlike some people. I'm not going, oh, it's the new Power Glove or Virtual Boy, and I'm like, no, you man child, it's not.
No, it's just some cardboard.
It's for children. Yeah. It is 100% optional. It is not going to make the Breath of the Wild an 11 out of 10. You know, Nintendo knows what it is. They know that it's just cardboard. They didn't present it as anything fantastical or amazing. You know, Studio Ghibli didn't design it.
Oh no! I can't wait for the Nintendo Labo amiibo.
Sure,
that's gonna be great.
I don't know. Maybe there'll be a. There's already a little like a character for the Nintendo Switch, so maybe there'll be like a cardboard one or something like that. Who knows? It was all about possibilities, guys. Yeah. Stop freaking out. Make fun of it all you want, but
yeah, like that's the best part about it. I can make fun of it,
and I think Nintendo is.
They're aware.
They're aware. They know that it's just cardboard.
Yeah.
They didn't, like I said, they didn't present it as anything other than it's cardboard. You can make into things.
While we're laughing at the Labo, they're laughing as the money rolls in their banks.
Exactly. So, you know, the ball's in your court, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much. But yeah, so we're moving on to our next category, which is going to be an interesting one because we like to talk about nominations and awards and all this good kind of stuff. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about Crunchyroll's, the Anime Awards. Now, is it 2017?
Yeah, 2017.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they named it after this year, but whatever. So yeah, this year on the podcast, I really want to talk more about anime because as we've already discussed regarding Devilman Crybaby, we do like a bit of anime.
Yeah.
And I think a good starting point would be this awards.
Okay.
And basically what we're going to do is we're going to go over the nominees and basically talk about who we think deserves to win and who we think will win. But before we do that, I just want to quickly say last year some people were pretty upset with the winners, which was quite funny. So that's the main reason I'm kind of talking about this.
I'm already upset.
We'll get there. And the first thing that I want to mention is that I am actually surprised that some animes didn't make it on some of these lists at all.
I am surprised about almost every single one.
To some extent, me as well, yes. Like, I'm surprised that, like, animes like Rage of Bahamut, Virgin Souls wasn't there, New Game 2 wasn't there, Augo wasn't there, Kageguri, given how popular that was, nowhere to be found. Blend S, that was quite popular with some people. Kino's Journey, nowhere. Despite the fact it could have fit into, like, 2 slots, definitely. But I think I know why Kino's Journey isn't there, because Crunchyroll only just acquired the series. So...
Well, a lot of stuff on here is like Amazon or Netflix.
I know, that's the thing. So it's like, did they take it away because they want to promote it big time now?
Maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, it's a real shame some of these aren't getting more attention. I mean, you can ignore Blend S and Kageguri. New Game 2 if that's your kind of thing.
Yeah.
But everything else should have definitely been there and deserves a little bit more attention. And secondly, I just want to say that unfinished series should not be on these list or nominations.
Yeah. Unless it's ongoing. That's the only one it makes sense for.
I still wouldn't say that.
Well, if it's ongoing, of course, the series is still going on.
If it's ongoing, that's fine. But if it's not finished in a complete format, no.
Fair enough.
In my opinion, it doesn't deserve to be on there.
Yeah.
So let's get down to the actual nominations themselves. We'll try and be as quick as possible because we know not everyone knows what these things are and that.
So for Anime of the Year, the nominees are March Comes In Like a Lion, Made in Abyss, Land of the Lustrous, My Hero Academia Season 2, and Showa Genroku Shinju Season 2, and Little Witch Academia.
Okay. I think it's kind of obvious for me who gets Anime of the Year. It's Made in Abyss.
For me, it's Inuyasha, which isn't on this nomination list.
Okay, you're gonna do that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's my nominee because Inuyasha is great.
Yeah, the selection of animes is not correct.
Yeah.
Like, Made in Abyss deserves to be there. Little Witch Academia deserves to be there. Everything else, no.
I kind of agree with Showa Genroku Shinju, because the first season was really good.
Oh, I haven't seen the second season, so...
Yeah.
I can't say anything. I'm surprised that Miss Kobashi's Dragon Maid wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like, given how popular that was, and My Hero Academia season 2, I'm like,
it's a vast improvement over the first one for me.
But still, I was like, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying anime of the year, no.
Popularity, I guess.
And that's not what it is, though.
Yeah, I know, but
I know it's an award show and some people are basic, but yeah. It's Made in the Abyss for me. I think Land of the Lustrous will unfortunately win it because it's too popular.
Like, it's not even finished though, is it?
It is finished.
Is it?
It's only 12 episodes, so it did finish.
All right.
This is why I was saying. This is why it's weird how some things aren't on here and how some things are finished. Like we're gonna get to one that isn't finished. That doesn't deserve to be anywhere on this list.
Yeah.
But yeah, mine is going to Made in the Abyss because it's by far the best. One of the best thing on this list. Maybe not the best anime of the year, but it's certainly up there.
Okay.
Definitely.
For me, Inuyasha.
Okay.
The next one is...
We are reading off an iPhone because my internet is still down, like I said, guys. So give us a sec. We are kind of like reading from emergency last-minute screenshots.
Best Action.
Best Action.
The nominations are My Hero Academia Season 2, Land of the Lustrous, Blood, Blockade, Battlefront and Beyond. I always like Keke Sensen, I think its other name is. Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphan Season 2, Attack on Titan Season 3, or Fate Apocrypha. Now my nomination goes to Inuyasha, because that was the best action.
Given some of the scenes I've seen, that should definitely be in this category, full stop. I don't really watch a lot of action ones, but I would have said maybe like Virgin Souls had some great action at some point. Although it's not strictly action, I was quite impressed with the action in Magic Guru Guru. Magic Circle.
Yeah.
Like, I would have put that in action, honestly.
It so adorably.
Yeah. And like the show is simple in its animation style, but when it needs to be action, it's great. Like it's really fast, and they put a lot of things. So I would have said that deserves it. Inuashi, yes, I think, because like I said, I don't watch a lot of action. I would have put that for number one. That would have been my number one pick.
But
I haven't actually watched the series, but given what I've seen of it, yes.
Trust me, it goes hard.
Well, I'm ready. I'm getting ready for the manga. That's why.
But out the stuff that's there, I'm just going to say My Hero Academia Season 2.
My Academia, yes. I would say so. I don't know exactly all the action that appears in it, but that's definitely that definitely deserves to be up there. Wouldn't be upset if it won.
Best Animation.
Oh, God.
Land of the Lustrous. My Hero Academia Season 2. Little Witch Academia. March Comes In Like a Lion Season 2, A Silent Voice, or Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Okay. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid and I'm forgetting one of them. My memory's bad today. Little Witch Academia, yes.
Okay.
They need to be there. I wouldn't mind if either of those two won.
Yeah.
In terms of animation, you're really talking about something that is really just up there and just crazy and just really pushes the format. Those two don't really. They are very pretty and well done animes for the most part, but you know, once again, I would give it to Magic Circle possibly just for how it looks. I know weirdly some films are thrown into categories. A Silent Voice, Lure Over the Wall would definitely be in the running for that. The Night Is Long, Walk Home Girl. I would throw those in there for best animation. Made in Abyss to some extent. Given some of the animation change-ups, I would give it to that. Land of the Lustrous, no, that's just hype.
It's not good animation. It's so janky.
The thing is, I'm probably gonna do a video about Land of the Lustrous because I have some issues with it. Like here's my general opinion, without spoiling too much on Land of the Lustrous, is it's good. I just don't give a shit.
My one, and I think I sent this to you, the grass is really nice, and that's it.
Yes, the grass is well done.
And that's
like I will give the show props for a 3D animated show. It is all right.
Yeah.
It is somewhat impressive, but it's not the most impressive 3D animated thing coming out of Japan. The tank in Girls' Last Tour is more impressive than the whole series of Land of the Lustrous.
Yeah.
Even Kino's bike is more impressive than all of Land of the Lustrous. When we talk about the next category, those are my picks for best. But it's tricky. given what Little Witch Academia does, I would give it to that.
Okay.
Because there are some very fluid and crazy and impressive feats of animation that are like really worth like studying and looking at and just going, wow, that is slick. That is animation. That is anime. So I would give it to that.
My best animation is Konosuba Season 2. Because fuck y'all weebs.
Yeah, I could give it to that. I think maybe it might have been taken out of there because people, it's sloppy, it's bad. No, it's not.
It's smartly done.
It's well done. I can agree with that. Yeah, I can agree with that big time.
Best CGI. Berserk. No, I'm joking.
No.
Lad of the Lustrous. Kado, The Right Answer. RE Creators, Attack on Titan Season 2, Knights of Magic, Inuyasha.
Well, so your pick would obviously be Inuyasha, wouldn't it?
It would be Inuyasha, even if I don't think out of anything on, like, it has the best CG, because it doesn't blend that well, despite how much I love the show.
It doesn't, but I think there are some very good points where there are some great bits of CGI, mainly... I'm not spoiling too much, the robot stuff.
Yeah,
is
great.
Stuff is
so good.
Like I said, my pick, although it may be kind of like jokey, would be either Girls Last Tour or Kino's Journey, because I think the use of 3 CG animation is much better here. And even then, this category doesn't make much sense.
No.
Because you have shows that use very little CGI and shows that are mostly predominant CGI. So I don't know where this is coming from. Is this use of CGI, or is this who...
Just overall use.
Did it the best? Well,
I guess.
So in some sense, Land of the Lustrous should win because it's the only one here that's completely CG.
But it might not have used it all well.
But then again, is that what it's for? Is it for who used it? Because we say
how well it's used.
Well, this is tricky because some people I think it's going to win.
Yeah,
because
probably.
I think it's going to win because people are going to say it's the first 3D animated anime, so it should win. It's not. But
my nomination goes for Lou Over the Wall.
For what?
Best CGI.
Oh yeah, its CGI was sneaky though.
Exactly.
It's very sneaky.
It was very sneaky.
You wouldn't know. Lure of the Wall should... Anything that comes out of animation, Lure of the Wall should technically win.
Yeah.
Technically.
Best comedy. Nominations are Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Mr. Osamatsu Season 2, Little Witch Academia, Konosuba
Konosuba.
Yeah. Season 2. Gamers. I think that's 1 exclamation mark. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
And Suradura Children, which I have not watched.
It's kind of weird because there's only 2 comedies.
Yeah.
In this category, being Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid and Konosuba.
Yeah.
I am gonna go with Miss Kobayashi.
Okay.
Only because I think it was, in my personal opinion, more consistent in terms of a comedy.
Fair enough.
I think Kurosawa will win this. I think it does deserve to win, and I'm perfectly fine with it winning. Because it is, in my opinion, the only comedy on this list. Witch Academia is funny. It's not a comedy.
Yeah.
It's not an outright comedy.
Mine is Inuyasha.
No, don't be doing this now.
No, I will say, though, it actually had some ridiculously good comedic moments.
But it's not a comedy, though.
But yeah, Konosuba, my favourite.
Mm-hmm.
I weirdly think Gamers is probably going to win. Or Miss Kobayashi.
Miss Kobayashi has a strong chance because Miss Kobayashi definitely got scrubbed this year, and I think its fans are going to pull through and just let it win everything it's kind of in, except for maybe one, but we'll get to that. But I would be happy with either those 2 winning, personally, because I think this is one of the only categories where it's like, yeah, you guys actually did your research.
Yeah, exactly. Best continuing series. Our nominations are March Comes In Like a Lion, Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans Season 2, Dragon Ball Super, Case Closed, All Out, and Naruto Shippuden. Or should I say, Boruto's Dad.
Boruto's Dad is the official correct term.
Yes.
This one's a really weird one because, like I said, some of these are still continuing and some of these are finished because Shippuden's finished.
Yeah.
I think it's obviously going to go to Dragon Ball Z Super because there's too many Dragon Ball Z fans and Dragon Ball Z wins everything because people won't let the past go.
The funny thing is Dragon Ball Super is so trash it's painful.
It is bad other than some good character designs, but... Yeah, no, I don't really... No, I don't have anything. I don't care about this category. I don't have any preference, to be honest, because continuing doesn't matter to me if it's a continuing show or not. Like Virgin Souls is a continuing series, so it should win. Any anime on this list could technically be a continuing show and can technically be there. It only just got to get confirmed a second season.
Yeah.
Made in Abyss could be here.
Yeah.
It's got confirmed a second season, so, you know.
Best Drama. Nominations are Showa Gamraku Rakugo Shinju Season 2, March Comes In Like a Lion Season 2, Made in Abyss, The Ancient Magus Bride, Scum's Wish, and Aka 13 Territory Inspection Department. Sure. I don't think I've heard of that one.
I know of that one. I just forgot about it. I legit forgot about it.
Yeah.
Made in Abyss.
Mine is Inuyasha, because it is a fucking good drama.
Technically, yes. Yeah,
So,
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Drama's a weird one, because it can technically mean any anime.
Yeah.
It can mean any anime. Girls' Last Tour should really be there.
Yeah.
I would have thrown it in there. I'm gonna go Made in Abyss because there's some drama in that series, so that's my pick.
If Season 2 is as good as Season 1, I would say, like, Rakugo Shinju.
Okay.
But, because I haven't watched the second season.
We don't know.
I didn't even know it came out. No one's been talking about it. Which has been painful.
That's the thing, because some categories on these animes that people ain't even talking about and they somehow got there, and I'm like, what happened?
Yeah. Yeah. Best Boy.
Oh boy, here we go.
Nominations are Shoto Todoroki from My Hero Academia, Rei Kiriyami from March Comes In Like a Lion, Kazuma from Konosuba, Deku from My Hero Academia, Fafnir from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and Yakumo I can't say that one properly. He's from Descending Stories Shower. I'm really bad at pronouncing
that guy.
Gamraku Shinju.
Now, it has to go to Kazuma.
Yeah, Kazuma, best boy.
Simply put,
there's no
Kazuma.
way around.
There's no question about it. He's the best. He's best. Weirdly enough, I'm surprised the other guy from Academia was there because he's such an arsehole, and I was just like,
people love arseholes.
I know, but it's just like he's not even. I can understand people liking Bakugo as Bakugo as an arsehole. Him, no. Yeah. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's not there because he's just a selfish arsehole, and I'm like,
Todoroki, he's trying to get around.
He's trying to get around, but if you want to talk about this season, it's just like he's not very likable. He's cool, but it's like I can see this guy killing some people in the series.
Fair
basically.
Enough. I think because I've read so much in the manga, I forget where the anime is.
Yeah, we're on different points. So obviously, there's a bit confusion. I need to catch up.
Yeah.
Fafnir should not be on this list. He's hardly in this series. He's a great character.
Okay.
He's very funny. Fafnir, he's basically that demon dragon.
Yeah.
I think the only reason he's put here is because he is dressed like a butler in a black suit.
Yeah.
And the guy who voices him is the same guy who voiced Black Butler in Black Butler.
Yeah.
So that's probably why he's there. His voice is great, and I guess that kind of brought him in there, but he's hardly in the series, so I don't agree with that.
Other ones I would have accepted are Bakugo from My Hero Academia.
Yes, of course.
Mr. Inuyasha from Inuyasha. And the dog from Inuyasha. Because that dog is adorable.
I would have put Reg from Made in Abyss as well. Yeah. I think he's a great character. I would probably throw him in another category as well. I'm trying to think of some other ones as well. I can't think of too many right now. But yeah, I think this category is alright.
Yeah.
Could on with a few more, but yeah. What's next? Best girl, isn't it?
Yeah. I will have to apologise because for best girl, my picture is very blurry and I can't really read the names.
Okay. Well, it's going to be in the description of the download link, so you guys will be able to vote for who you want.
So, best girl, nominations are Ako from Little Witch Academia, Ochiko from My Hero Academia,
technical difficulties.
Someone
from
something.
Let me have a look.
It's that one.
Just scrolled through your photos.
Oh no, not the boat.
I don't know who that character is. I forget. She has a tricky name.
Okay.
So let's skip her.
The character from Kimono and Friends?
Servala-chan.
Yes. Suya from My Hero Academia.
The frog girl, because we still don't know how to pronounce her name.
And girl with red hair.
Oh, Cheris from the Ancient Magnus Bride.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of her, she doesn't need to be on this list. She
Okay.
has done nothing in the series so far to warrant her being best girl.
Yeah, but people just think she's pretty, so best girl,
I don't think she's particularly pretty, but
weird.
no. I'm surprised that Tsuyu is there, the frog girl.
People love her. She's like one of the most popular characters.
Isn't she like rank 5, I think?
I think so.
She's rank 5 most popular characters.
Yeah. And Bakugo is 1.
He's 1.
He's the best.
That's unsurprising. This one's really tricky because there are some good ones here.
Yeah.
I would kind of like to go with Akko.
Okay.
Just because I think in terms of the series, I think she became a more likable character and she kind of definitely became the best girl.
Right.
Servala-chan, from the beginning, was best girl. And I'm fine with her winning as well.
Okay.
I'm also surprised that the main character from Miss Kobashi's Dragon Maid wasn't there.
Yeah, surprised as well.
Like, she is a fantastic character.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't make it there. But I would go with Aku or Tsuyu.
Mine are Gadget Girl from My Hero Academia or Lottie from Little Witch Academia.
Oh yeah, I would go with Lottie as well, actually.
Because
if
Lottie
she was
is
there.
adorable.
Yeah, I would actually go with Lottie. Yeah. Maybe not maybe not Susie, but like Susie's a great character, but I wouldn't say best girl. I would say good character, but not
I'd say
girl.
She's best villain.
No, there are actually villains in my Little Witch Academia, so she can't count.
Nah, she's Vil.
You say she's filth?
No, she's Vil.
Oh, I was about to say, you're about to kick off this podcast in a sec.
She's still filth.
No, don't say that.
Best film. Nominations are A Silent Voice, Your Name, In This Corner of the World, Girls and Panzer der Film, Kizumonogatari 3,
Rezuken Ken.
Yeah. Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel, 1, Presage Flower. And the most pretentious name award goes to...
Yeah, to some extent.
Mine is probably Your Name, but A Silent Voice is a very close call.
Mine is Lure Over the Wall.
Fair enough.
/ Kizumonogatari 3, because it is the best film of the year, simply put. I was shocked to see they put that there. I was like, somebody watched Kizumonogatari?
Well, it is quite popular.
Not in the West.
I've heard it, like, a lot more people talking about it than
Yeah, because people were like, this is the best film ever.
Okay.
Like, no joke. Like, it should have been up for Oscar nomination for Best Animation.
Okay.
Simply put.
Yeah.
Lure of the Wall deserves it. Your Name deserves that as well. And A Silent Voice all deserve that. We have... It's a very strong category.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Name, A Silent Voice, and Lure of the Wall and Kizumonogatari definitely deserve it. So I'm fine with all of them winning.
Just give 4 awards for it.
Yeah, just
get
rid
of the
all
CGI
deserves
and
awards.
ongoing.
I mean, Lure of the Wall already won some awards, so it's fine if it doesn't win this award. But because Lure of the Wall deserved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm fine with either of those 4.
Okay. Best manga nominations are Golden Kamuy,
Which is an anime this year.
Okay. My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness, My Brother's Husband, In This Corner of the World, Descending Story, Shower Genroku Rakugo Shinju, and Delicious in Dungeon. The only one that I've actually read is Delicious in Dungeon, which I've really enjoyed. But I've heard really good things of My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness, and I do want to read it.
My copy's on the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to that, despite if I haven't read it, because from what I've seen of it, it looks pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I would give it to that.
Okay.
Because I think it really should be reserved to like single stories.
Yeah.
I know a lot of them aren't single stories, but I think it really goes for that, because you could say Naruto.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and even just how they've picked it, they're all kind of very niche ones.
Yeah.
They're not even that popular.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a good pick, but it's like, whatever. Let's keep going. I think we're drawing close to the final You, I think, is it?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my phone's just going haywire.
Technical difficulties again.
Yeah. Best opening.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Nominations are Shadow and Truth by Aka 13 Territory Inspection Department.
I would say just read out the animes ones, just to save time.
The Ancient Magus Bride. Attack on Titan Season 3. Wait, they put that wrong. They show My Hero Academia here, but they say Attack on Titan Season 2. So they've written it wrong.
It's a bit confusing.
Yeah, My Hero Academia Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Princess Principal. And Shawa Genroku Shinju Season 2.
Okay, I had to cut that real quick. Sorry, the dog was barking because he had a parcel. My copy of my experience with lesbian thingies was no, it was something else. But yeah, this one was really weird because I think they only picked one good opening.
Yeah.
And that's Princess Principal's one.
Okay.
The animation is great. It's really fun. It tells you everything about the series. And the song is great. It's an English, song as well, which is great. The rest, no. There are way better openings.
I actually really liked My Hero Academia Season 2's. It's probably my favourite My Hero Academia opening.
I thought it was a bit too slow and didn't really get to the point for me.
Fair enough.
But I think there were way better openings this year just in general. There really should have been. The two we've just talked about, and we can get rid of everything else and just add a few more in there because there were some way more impactful ones, I think.
I think the best one was definitely Inuyasha. That opening was
I don't think I've seen that, actually.
I need to show you. It's amazing.
Miss Kobashi's Dragon Maid had a pretty good opening, I would say. Girls Lost Tour had a pretty good opening as well. Any other one of those I would have definitely picked. But yeah, really disappointed with this category. I think it's the same with Best Ending as well, if I remember correctly.
For Best Ending, the nominations are Blood Blockade, Battlefront and Beyond, Kekkei Sensen, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Land of the Lustrous, Recovery of an MMO Junkie, Just Because, and March Comes In Like a Lion.
Out of those ones, the only one that deserves to win would be Miss Kobashi's Dragon Maid. And that's not even the best opening of the year.
Yeah, best ending.
Ending of the year. Endings are always tricky because, they're kind of like whatever a lot of the time. I would say Virgin Souls one was pretty great because it had two.
Okay.
Either one of them would be great. They had this great one where the main character was like walking and it's kind of this chibi version. You see some of the characters appear. Or the second one where they're basically parodying Cinderella. Yeah. Which was great. And it even had the song Cinderella Love Step, which was great. If you watch a series, it makes sense. I would have given it to that, or the obvious choice, Girls Lost Tour's ending.
Okay.
It's like the best ending of the year, simply put. Or Majin Guru's ending as well.
Yes.
Although it's like so simple.
That's why it's so good.
The song is what it is.
Yeah.
It's those two. It's Girls Lost Tour and that one's ending, which is just...
Yeah.
It'd be those two. But I think, unfortunately, Magic Circle wouldn't win because I think it's also counting animation. So, because it's so skeletal, I think they would not count it, although it really should be there.
Majin Guru all the way.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Also, that actually reminded me, I would say for best opening as well, Konosuba Season 2, because that is amazing.
Oh yeah, that one's really fun, yes. I would go with that, and Miss Kobashi's Dragon Maid one. They're both really fun animes. I'd go with those.
Best score nominations are Made in Abyss, Little Witch Academia, Land of the Lustrous, The Ancient Magus Bride, Aka 13 Territory Inspection Department.
Just say Aka 13.
Yeah. And Recreators.
It's Made in Abyss.
Made in Abyss was good.
Simply put, it's Made in Abyss.
I don't really have anything else to say.
There's no competition. It's Made in Abyss. Like, Little Witch Academia had some great songs, some great moments, but it's Made in Abyss. Simply put. It's no question.
Best Slice of Life, the category that I rarely pay attention to.
That's fine.
Recovery of an MMO Junkie. Tsukigakure, I think. Girls Lost Tour. Kimono Friends. Sakura Quest. And Interviews with Monster Girls.
Now, this was probably the most frustrating one because Girls Lost Tour, Konosuba Friends, and Interview with Monster Girls are such great series.
Yeah.
They really should have been placed elsewhere and been up for more awards, and it's so frustrating that all 3 of them are placed here.
Oh, you mean Kimono Friends?
Kimono Friends, yeah. It's really tough because it is between those 3.
Okay.
I don't really count Girls Last Tour as a slice of life.
I do.
Given what happens in the series, I don't,
guess.
but it is one.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I would, it might be slightly controversial, but I would give it to Interviewed Monster Girls, because it is the definition of a slice of life. Simply put, Kimono Friends is definitely worth a watch.
Yeah. I would say Girls Last Tour because it's the only one I actually watched any part of.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, gosh.
Best Hero.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Deku from My Hero Academia. Gin Minawa from Yuki Yuna is a Hero. Yeah.
That series.
Arko from Little Witch Academia. Kukuri from Magical Circle Guru Guru. Chise Hitori from Ancient Magus Bride. And Nanachi from Made in Abyss.
This is Best Hero, yeah?
Yeah, Best Hero. Kazuma and Mr. Inuyashika. Those are mine.
No, I had real problems with this one because, first of all, Kukuri, this is their only nomination, and this is Magic Circle's only nomination, which is disgusting.
I know.
Just like, sorry to spoil it, but not even Nika is in Best Hero.
Yeah.
He's not here. What the hell? Or Best Male.
Yeah.
Sorry, it has to go to Kukuri.
Yeah.
Because she's the best hero. Nanachi.
Hero?
What is she doing on this list? Hero?
I thought she would have been on Best Girl.
Like, okay, she's not a girl though. We don't know what she is. But here's the thing. Someone didn't watch Made in Abyss. Someone didn't watch Made in Abyss. Particularly episode 12.
Yeah.
Someone didn't watch Made in Abyss. Or someone read too far ahead in the manga and went, oh yeah, they count as a hero. Nanachi doesn't deserve to be here. Nanachi's a great character, but she doesn't come under hero.
Yeah. Other Best Hero, Bakugo.
Bakugo.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Akko, I guess. I mean, Akko would be my second, but it's going to Kukuri.
Yeah, it's going Kukuri.
She is the most adorable thing of 2017, hands down. Simply, you can't beat that. Simply put.
Yeah.
Too adorable.
Best Villain.
And it's the final one, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah. Best Villain nominations are Stain from My Hero Academia. I'm going to get her last name wrong. Tanya Degurchov from Saga of Tanya the Evil.
German name, so
yeah. Bondrude from Made in Abyss. I don't know his name.
I just call him
Daft Punk.
I just call him Daft Punk.
Sorry, this is kind of blurred. Cartophilus from Ancient Magus Bride. That's definitely pronounced wrong.
It is most likely, yeah, because his name's not said in the series.
Yeah. Hiro Shishigami from Inuyashika. I love that his name's Hiro, by the way.
God.
And Usagi from June Tyson Zodiac War. You know, that show.
That show.
My nomination.
A show so good I can't be bothered to watch it.
I didn't even know it existed.
I did.
Hiro Shishigami from Inuyashika, Best Villain.
Now he is the definition of just evil.
I don't know.
Simply put.
It's so good.
Like, it almost kind of doesn't feel fair having anyone else here. Like, can I quickly have a look at the category? I just want to make sure I don't get anything wrong. Like, Daft Punk from Made in Abyss, he hasn't done what is going to make him a great villain yet.
Yeah.
And I know some people who've watched you probably like, what do you mean? What he did was pretty messed up. And it's like,
it'll get worse.
No, this is tame.
Yeah.
Slain is just forgettable, but a great character design. This other guy from Ancient Magus Bride, he hasn't done much. He did some pretty nasty things, but like, no. And Tanya, I'm actually surprised she's here because she's the main character of the series.
You can still be a villain and be a
Of course
protagonist.
You can. Now, the way I'm going to put it is, who killed the most people?
There's just one scene in Inuyashika.
Then it's Tanya then, because she killed a ton of people.
Oh no, I'm just saying there's one scene in Inuyashika that just kills more than anyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, like he's doing shit throughout the whole series.
It's going to Tanya because spoilers, Tanya blew up a whole city.
Okay. He kills people through TV screens.
She posed as a little girl and told them everything's fine, nothing's happening, you're perfectly safe, don't worry about us, we're not going to kill you, and then blew them all up.
He killed a child, made it drown in a bath.
She killed plenty of children.
Like a baby. A literal baby. He likes people to suffer before he kills them because it makes him feel human.
I know he does. Tanya likes to exploit religion. Big time. My vote is for Tanya, though.
Hero Shishigami.
Yeah, you keep saying hero, and I'm like, what do you mean hero?
he's the best villain.
But yeah, really...
He also talked about One Piece, so, you know. And he kept a girl alive because she talked about One Piece.
Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly.
The most evil deed. Oh, gosh. But those are the nominations for the Anime Awards. So by the time this podcast goes up, the voting will be open. So hopefully you'll go and vote for the correct people to vote for, simply put. But yeah, we wanted to give our 2 cents on some of the anime. Still pretty disappointing with this list in some areas. Some are just very weird, like Nanachi, best hero. Like, she could technically be considered a villain. What are you going to do? Like I said, some people are basic.
Yeah, too many basic people watching anime.
Too many people need to get on my level, simply put. If you haven't watched Magic Circle, then don't talk to me.
If you haven't watched Inuyasha,
don't talk to me. Simply put, we're going to go on to our final general main topic, and it's going to be a quick one because the trailer, and that is going to be for Ghost Stories, which was most likely name changed because of the film A Ghost Story.
Oh, yeah.
So, granted, no one saw A Ghost Story.
No.
But,
They heard that Casey Affleck was in it and they ran away screaming.
Like you should. But yeah, so we're going to be talking about Ghost Stories, which is a rather interesting trailer and film because this is either going to be a massive hit or a massive miss. Excuse me. I mean, I'm rather excited about this film, actually.
I hope it's good.
Because it's a mainstream, like, short story anthology.
Yeah. Like,
horror, like, scary film, basically. And, you know, it's got... I mean, the thing that's kind of putting me off is the jump scares in the trailer. I'm like...
Yeah. And I'm hoping it's just another bad trailer.
I'm hoping it's just a really bad cut. Like, I remember one time I was doing some writing, and without me knowing while I was listening to something, the trailer for Insidious, the next film, whatever number that is, and it was literally just, like, the woman, like, looking at something, and then the monster just appeared.
Ugh.
So I was literally like, why am I music playing? I just saw, like, monster mash face, and I was just like, oh, okay. But yeah, I'm hoping this is not what the film's going to be, because that'd be extremely disappointing. I mean, it's got a nice angle. It's coming from this weird, like, detective, mystery, murder kind of, you think there's no ghost. Let me tell you something. You covered these cases and all this stuff. And I like that. That's a pretty cool angle to kind of weave these stories together, where it's like, oh man, this guy, he saw this ghost and he's going to investigate, and here's the real truth, and Martin Freeman's here, and he's like, I'll show you some ghosts. You know, that's basically what the trailer is. And it's got like a really creepy, sinister like vibe to it, which I think is great. And you don't really see that too much. Like, you don't see a film that can just be categorized as scary.
Yeah, it's mostly like, here's the monster, here's the jump.
Here's the horror. Let me explain the bagul.
Oh, yeah.
You know, let me sit you down for 5 minutes and tell you why the thing you should be scared of isn't scary. And it's like, oh, okay.
I think you've basically said everything I can say about it. It looks interesting. It looks like it's hopefully actually trying to be scary.
And it's trying to be scary in the sense of be scary.
Yeah.
Not like, you know, be obnoxious.
Yeah.
And like, just like, here's the monster in your face. And even that, I don't even think there's going to be a monster in your face. I think it might just even be just, given what the trailer's implied, here's the ghost of a woman.
Yeah.
And that might be the scariest thing in the film. Well, it shouldn't be the scariest thing in the film. Martin Freeman's performance should be the scariest thing in this film, to be honest, because he's doing some creepy stuff. Yeah. I'm like, Martin, what's going on?
Well, wait until they get into the basement and then a clown just starts running at them. Yeah. That's going to be horrifying.
God. It just dropped on DVD. And I was just, the DVD cover is so pretentious. It's just like a sleeve with like the poster with the clown hand, the balloon. And I'm like, wow, you're not even going to put like the name of it or the age rating, you really think you've made a masterpiece, guys. Wow.
It's fine. It's an okay film, but like, jeez.
Oh, God. You guys are going to be so disappointed when the sequel comes out. Because I already know that film's bad.
Can't wait to see Paul Blart Mall Cop in it.
He's not in, is he?
No.
I was about to say.
I was just doing that for comedic effect.
Adam Sandler is it. But yeah, let's bring up to our discussion. This one is going to be quite a long one because, as we've already said, there's a lot to deal with over the last few weeks or so. And the discussion, continuing the theme of the last 3 podcasts, I guess you would say, is going to be Ace's best and worst of 2017 in a kind of weird condensed way for the most part. So, take it away, Ace.
So we'll say that I kind of removed all the disappointing and the worst just so I could do the good stuff.
Okay.
But there are a few notable bad things I wanted to mention before.
Fine.
One being the Dirty Dancing TV remake. It was atrocious, and the best thing in the whole film was Nicole Scherzinger, because she actually performed well. It's not good.
It's unnecessary. Is it the same people who did the weird TV movie remake of the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Is it that same company?
I think so, and then they also did Grease Live, which was actually nice.
They need to stop.
I know they do. I didn't watch... I can't remember properly watching Rocky Horror. It was just...
Don't watch it.
I don't want to.
Don't.
There was a book that I can't remember the name of because it was that bad. The Mortal something. It's not Mortal Instruments, I don't think.
Did it came out this year, though, yes?
Yeah, it came out this year. But the best thing about it is there's a blog detailing going through the book and saying how bad it is. And that, you should just read that. Don't read the book.
Okay.
The book's... I'll get a link to it because I can't remember the name, but I'll put it on
we'll put it somewhere so people can find it.
Other than that, there's not really bad stuff that I want to talk too much about.
Fair enough.
But I'll jump into the good stuff.
Okay.
I'm going to start with music first because I didn't get to listen to too much, despite having a massive list of stuff that I still want to go through.
Same here.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Ariel Pink's, is it called Dedication to Bobby Jameson?
Yes.
Yeah. Really enjoyed that album. Loved it a lot. Father John Misty's Pure Comedy. Really liked a lot. Lord's Song Liability I loved. It's probably my favourite song of the year. But I didn't listen to the album yet.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So as a 5, there's songs are albums.
Yeah. And I enjoyed Paramore's After Laughter. But I wouldn't say it's been my favourite. I enjoyed the last 2 albums a lot more.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's basically what I can say for the musics.
All right.
Yeah, it's been very, very loose for me with music. I did listen to, I think, Dream Ride by Laserhawk, and that was cool.
Oh, okay.
It was a very electronic, road, album, in a way.
The kind of thing... put my A-Track on and gotta drive.
And I would recommend that, but I assume it's a driving
honorable mention.
Yeah. Best books. Gonna start off with The Odyssey, being Homer's Odyssey, which is an ancient Greek book. It was translated by Emily Wilson. It's the first time a female academic has translated it. And it's actually very interestingly different.
Oh, okay.
And because a lot of the translations over time due to societies they were brought up in are quite sexist in their depiction in the book. And how she's translated it, it's far more evened out, and I would recommend it to people. It's a very interesting translation.
Okay.
Next is Delicious in Dungeon. I've read the first volume. I've really enjoyed it. It's a very fun dungeon explory cooking manga.
Yeah.
Very, very... The other name is Dungeon Meshi.
I'm seeing quite a few screen caps of it going around, which is good.
I think there's kind of been a sneaky reference to Berserk as well, with some of its vegetable faces.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Next is Black Hammer. It's a comic book about essentially Golden Age, 1930s, 1940s superheroes, who after defeating this almost Galactus-like enemy, has been teleported away to this weird farm that they can't leave. Because one of them tried to leave and died. And the only way they can do is hang out in the farm or go into the nearby town. And it's very interesting so far read.
Okay.
Characters are like Barbalian, who's basically Martian Manhunter. There's Black Hammer, who's like Thor, and Abraham Salam, who's like Captain America. Really cool, and it references old comics so well, it's amazing. There's a whole one that feels like Tales of the Crypt style.
Okay. Well, as long as they don't use the name Robin, they'll be fine from copyright.
No, they didn't.
Good.
My Hero Academia, still been reading the manga, still loving it.
Yes.
It's just so fun, and as it's gone on, some characters have gotten so much cooler.
Do you know the specifics of where My Hero Academia starts and ends in 2017? It's fine if you don't.
I don't know exactly.
That's fine.
I'm going to say somewhere around volume like 9, 10, 11 maybe, something like that.
Okay, yeah, because we're almost caught up now.
Yeah.
In terms of book production.
I think it's at 16 in Japan, or maybe 18. I could be wrong.
Something like that, because we're getting, I think, 14 and 15 soon.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
East of West. This is a hard one to describe. It's a post-apocalyptic, sci-fi, weird western set in North America, and the main character is Death of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. It is a fascinating book. It's obviously quite political in some of its nature. Literally one of the places is called the White Tower, and it's basically the White House, even as an Oval Office. But it's very fascinating sci-fi experience there.
Cool.
I think it's on volume 3.
Like paperback, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is a proper book. I didn't read too many, despite having a massive backlog. This is Blood, Sweat and Pixels by Jason Schreier. And it's essentially him interviewing people in video game development and being backstage and everything and learning about that. So he ends up doing stuff with people from like BioWare, people from I'm trying to remember what they're called. The people who were in Black Isle and Obsidian. It might have been Obsidian. But interviewing all these kind of people, even people behind the Uncharted games, and learning what it's like in development behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating read. Only big problem is that it seems to be like crunching is just something you're going to have to get along with during gaming, and you're like, that's not really a good message.
No, it's the wrong kind of message to present to anyone who's interested in the making of video gaming or wants to get into that.
Yeah. And my top book is Saga, which is excellent. It's on 48 issues at the moment, and I love it so much as it goes on. It's so amazingly well done. Brian K. Vaughan, Fiona Staples are fantastic in this comic. Great at doing
They're
it.
writers, yeah?
Yeah, okay. Writer and artist.
Okay.
Due to how Image lets them do the comic, they can just keep one artist throughout the whole thing, which is good, because I know, so it stays consistent and beautiful.
Exactly, I'm so sick of that. It's one of the biggest downsides of really enjoying a series is when the animation just... I mean, if it's intentional, like, you're trying to do something funny with it, you might change up the art style, but it can be very jarring when your comic goes from looking pretty good to just looking like garbage.
Yeah, I've read too many like that, and it's sad.
Yeah, too many in my collection.
Best games. Honourable mentions first. First one is Prototype Mansion Used No Cover. And it's essentially classic Resident Evil.
Is that a game or a command?
That's literally its name. Like, because its cover is essentially like a PlayStation 1 thing. Mm-hmm. And it's got a disc that says Prototype Mansion in it, and a sticker saying used no cover, like it's being sold.
Okay.
And that they just put that as the whole name.
Fair enough.
It's basically classic Resident Evil, low poly looking, fixed camera angle survival. Really fun. It's on itch.io, I believe. It's free.
Okay.
I think you can donate money if you want. Really great, nice throwback. Mm-hmm. Mega Man Maker, basically Super Mario Maker, but for Mega Man, made by fans.
Yeah.
Really great, and they're continuously updating it. They actually added Time Man recently.
Time Man?
Yeah, from Powered Up.
Cool.
Or at least I think it's either him or Oil Man. I haven't played with them yet.
Okay.
But Gravity Rush 2, sequel to original, still fun. Pyre, made by the people who made Transistor.
Transistor and Braid?
Bastion.
Bastion, excuse me.
But I won't hold that against them. Really cool kind of sports-ish game.
Yeah, it's a really weird one, wasn't it?
But I like how they deal with your teammates. It's a very interesting way.
Your freakish, demon, spiritual-looking characters.
It's handled smartly.
Yes.
Resident Evil 7, nice, I'd say return in a way to a good Resident Evil formula.
Yeah, took them long enough, jeez.
Yeah. Despite being my 8th best Resident Evil game.
Don't even go there.
It's still better than 4, 5, and 6. A lot better.
4, 5, and 6? Okay, yeah.
Far better than all of those.
Yeah, that's fine.
Super Mario Odyssey. Really fun, but it has a lot of issues that I haven't seen since, like, my problems with Super Mario Sunshine. So, despite me loving Sunshine, it's still got a lot of those issues. The collectibles are not handled too well.
Because it's random.
Yeah. Mass Effect Andromeda. Everyone hates it, and I love it.
You're the
Fuck
only
y'all.
one. You're like the only one.
Last 3 honourable mentions. Sonic Mania, which I'm not a big Sonic fan, but I know people love it, and it was still fun anyway.
It's the best game.
Cuphead. Incredibly beautiful.
The best game.
But I didn't enjoy the gameplay too much. But it's still amazingly beautiful, and that deserves commendation.
Of course.
Night in the Woods. Again, absolutely beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not my kind of gameplay.
That's fine.
Yeah. And now my top 10 best games. The Sexy Brutale.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, you have to time travel and prevent people from being murdered. And it's very Majora's Mask in that time goes backwards. And it's all set in this one mansion. It's got a few problems here, but it's incredibly fun. I love time mechanics in games. It needs to be put in more.
You should play Super Time Force.
I do need to.
Because that's like the best time travel game ever.
Hollow Knight. Very kind of, I guess the term everyone uses, Metroidvania. Basically, side-scrolling, where you're travelling everywhere around the map. Really cool game. Again, I think the maps are done excellently. But the upgrade system is a bit weird and like, eh.
I was really pleased to see another Dark Souls game.
Oh, yeah. Hollow Knight is the Dark Souls of Hollow Knights.
Yes, definitely.
Gorogoa. It's a puzzle game which you're putting images onto images in order to go through the images. And the game tells you nothing.
Like Mario 64.
No. Like, you're literally on a screen and there's 4 images and you have to move an image onto another image and then you go through the image. It's really hard to explain. It's a puzzle in a way.
Okay.
So you can find the connective tissue between what images create something. Yeah. Really great. I haven't seen really anyone talking about it.
I don't think I've heard of it.
Okay. Persona 5.
Yeah.
Excellent in many ways. The main issues is that the turn-based battle gets a bit dull after a while.
I think that's probably because the game's too long.
Yeah, way too long. There's far too much dialogue. Or at least forced dialogue.
Yeah, you're on... Yeah, this is probably going to be the only Persona game you play then.
And there was some...
or watch the anime.
Yeah. Minor uncomfortable homophobia at points. It was like, it's very minimal, but it's still awkward and annoying. So, like, that's my biggest gripes with it. But I still enjoyed the main message of the game.
That is a whole nother debate.
Yeah.
Because... Yeah.
As said...
People seem to claim that Atlas are incredibly bad regarding homosexuality and transgendered people. It's not 100% the case. I think... I'm not saying with your negativities, I'm not saying it's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
I think some people are freaking out over nothing a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Not with what you're saying, because I don't necessarily know what you're regarding. But, yeah, I think it is the sense of some people are just like, man, Atlas just doesn't understand these people, and I'm going to fight for their rights, despite the fact I don't know anything about them.
Fair enough.
Not what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I can understand what you're saying, and if it is the one thing I think you mean, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people saying that Persona 5 is homophobic 100% and 100% against transgendered people, and I'm like, what fucking game were you playing?
That's okay. Yeah. Strafe, the very, very incredible first-person shooter. Oh my god, the game is so good.
It's too fast.
People need to play this. As I said, I had to readjust for when I was playing it because it was super fast. I was like, okay.
You can't play the game sitting down. You have to play it standing up.
Yeah, exactly. No, upside down. This way. Prey.
Prey.
Incredibly underrated. Expert in tension in gaming this year, as far as I played it. Great soundtrack as well, which I talked about on Halloween.
Yes, you did.
Darkwood, the best horror game of 2017. Darkwood was so good. It was shocking.
Yeah.
Isometric horror survival. Brilliant. I loved it. Neo, the Dark Souls of Dark Souls. The Dark Souls. It's got a very similar deliberate styling of action gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very different to Dark Souls.
But you just said it was Dark Souls, so...
Everything's Dark Souls now.
Okay.
But no, it's... The way you approach it is very different to Dark Souls. If you're going with the same mindset, you're going to do it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Number 2, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I know.
Yeah, the Dark Souls and Nintendo Switch.
No, that's Donkey Kong Tropical Country.
Yes.
Breath of the Wild was incredible. A nice open exploration that you don't see too often.
No, a game that literally is the definition of open world exploration, because a lot of games don't do that.
Yeah. My number 1 game of the year, XCOM 2 War of the Chosen, because it's amazing.
Yeah, the expansion campaign. Yeah.
Yes, and it's so good. I love it. I want to marry it.
Am I mistaken in thinking there was like a little bit of like politics within that game in terms of like decisions you make? That's what I mean. Am I thinking of something else?
How with factions, you end up working with them.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just so good. If you love XCOM, play it, because it almost makes it into a whole nother game in some places. Excellent.
Good stuff.
Love it. And I've got my TV and my best films, and I'll try and get through those as quick as possible, because it's a long podcast so far.
Yeah, it's almost reaching there, but we got to get it done.
Best TV nominations are Wet Hot American Summer, 10 Years Later, The End of the Fucking World, Preacher, Season 2? Yeah, Season 2. Yeah. Legion, Season 1. Black Mirror, Season 3.
Okay.
I was actually amazed. It was pretty good. Rick and Morty, Season 3. A lot of people said it turned shit. It did not.
No, it didn't.
It's great.
Who says that?
Dumb people.
Dumb people, yes. People whose high IQ aren't high enough to actually enjoy Rick and Morty.
Yeah. The Get Down, Season 1, Part 2. Brilliant. I was very sad to see it get cancelled.
Yes, really just unnecessary, honestly.
American Gods, Season 1. Excellent star. I want more.
Mm-hmm.
American Vandal, Season 1. Amazing. Very good comedy. The Expanse, Season 2. Glad to see it's going strong. It's a little of the sci-fi seems to have been toned down a bit, and I'm like...
Uh-oh.
But if you want a good serialized sci-fi, drop Star Trek. I mean, the last episode was actually okay. Surprising. I know.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, but The Expanse Season 2 is great.
Mm-hmm.
And my top 10. Number 10, Mr. Robot Season 3. Excellent. Still continuing strong.
Good to hear.
Number 9, Mindhunter Season 1. David Fincher's
series.
It was excellent, directed immaculately. Everyone was perfect.
It's a very... If anyone doesn't know about it, definitely look at it, particularly how it's structured.
Yes.
Very interesting.
It's really well done. Number 8, Konosuba Season 2.
Yes.
Best comedy. I absolutely adored it.
We already discussed it, yeah.
I know. Number 7, Blood Drive Season 1. The show no one watched but me. And unfortunately it got cancelled probably because of that.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. I absolutely love it. It's the best pulpy thing all year, and everyone should watch it. And Julian Slink is the best villain ever.
Sounds like a villain name as well.
Exactly. It's very meta, the show, which is really good.
I can imagine.
Number 6, Inuyasha Season 1. Loved it. Probably it's my favourite anime of the year. I absolutely loved it. Glow Season 1 is my number 5 pick. Number 4 is The Punisher Season 1. I was surprised by how good this show was.
Yeah.
I thought it was just going to drop off.
This is a show that really needed to be good.
Yeah.
Given how there is always debate regarding explicit rated shows in superheroes, but obviously given its success, we'll most likely see more of that.
Yeah. Number 3, Orange is the New Black, season 5. It's probably my favourite season.
We're on season 5 already, damn.
I know, and season 5 is incredible. I was actually talking to it about the show with my sister because she just jumped on and she loves it. So it's great.
Good to hear.
Number 2, BoJack Horseman season 4. Fantastic. The show just keeps getting better. I don't know how. And number 1, Twin Peaks season 3, The Return.
Oh.
Absolutely ridiculously amazing, and I was shocked because early when I was watching this, I wasn't feeling it. I actually told you this.
Yeah.
And then I got into it, and it's a masterpiece.
Yeah. That's good to hear. And we're on films now. Ooh,
and this is the last thing.
The big one.
Yeah. Honourable mentions. Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Oh, but I heard that film was bad.
I loved it. It's a good Star Wars.
But it's bad though, because it's not what I wanted to happen in Star Wars.
I know. I'll put it on the worst one then.
Well, you have to.
Fine. Yeah, we have to give in to everyone's demands.
Exactly.
Phoenix Forgotten. It's a kind of found footage like Blair Witch, but aliens. And I really enjoyed it.
Oh, so it's like the Blair Witch Project.
Yes.
The remake.
Probably.
Because they basically confirmed that the Blair Witch was a fucking alien in that one.
Did they? Wow.
Yeah, pretty much. The glowing lights, alien.
Ah, okay. Well, Phoenix Forgotten.
Because Adam Wingard is a person, let's just say.
Good Time, the film starring Robert Pattinson and his return to film, and it is really good. It's a good time.
It's a good time.
Yeah. Shimmer Lake, Netflix film that's kind of like a cross between Fargo and Memento. I wouldn't say it's as good as either, but it is still good. And it's got my number 2 best young male scream in films in 2017.
Okay.
We'll get to number 1 soon. The Babysitter. I loved this horror comedy. Not many people did, but I did. And that's all that matters.
Yeah, well, yeah, technically, yeah, it is.
Operation Avalanche. How to Fake the Moon Landing, the film.
Yes.
And it's great.
I still need to get to this film.
It's good. They actually added it, I think, to Netflix recently. So, yeah. Creep 2, improved sequel, in my opinion. Creep 1 was good, but Creep 2 is great. So
his creeping excelled in this one.
It did. Honestly, the creeping excelled. And they're smart.
What's the third film going to be? Hey, You Behind the Bushes?
I hope so. La La Land. Really fun musical. I think the biggest problem, like, it is still good, but its big problem is, as a musical, you don't remember the music too much. All I remember is City of Stars. And that's about it.
Get that piano up, boy.
Yeah, exactly. But still really good. Free Fire. Excellent. They made a standoff into a film.
Yeah, somehow.
I don't know how, and it was good. Really, really good. Everyone was great. And my last honourable mention, Death Note, which I loved, and Adam Wingard did it, and he did it well.
Adam Wingard is a person, yeah.
Yes. And it's my number 1 young male scream in 2017.
Yes, yeah, that deserves that award. That subsection category, yeah.
Yeah. And my best films, number 10 is Okja, or Okja, the South Korean film about a girl and her genetically engineered monster pig.
Yeah.
Really
sure this
good.
Ain't an anime?
Huh?
You sure this ain't an anime?
It should be.
Or you sure this ain't some weird off version of Pink Floyd's The Wall?
Yes, it's both.
You know they do have like a giant pig they sing out, yeah.
Yeah. Number 9, Get Out. The horror by, is it Jordan Peele?
Yes.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was Key or Peele, and I couldn't remember my brain.
Because the show is Key and Peele.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Get Out is great. Best comedy, as everyone says, you know. Was it the Comedy Award it got?
I'm not sure.
Nominated for?
I don't know.
Yeah. Really good. Very smart satire, which a lot of people still don't seem to get.
Yeah.
And a lot of people complain because they don't get it.
Yeah. Because, you know, the racist.
Yeah. Number 8, The Bad Batch, by the same director of The Girl Who Walked Home Alone at Night. This film was great, and no one talked about it.
No.
I don't know why.
It was nowhere. Did you watch it in cinemas?
I watched it on Netflix, because it's on Netflix.
Okay.
So everyone...
Why.
Yeah, no one has
Unfortunately, that's probably why.
Yeah. I also say it's the award for Best Female Clothing, because her shorts are fucking cool.
The one with the smiley face on it, is it?
She's got another one as well.
Uh-oh.
I know. It's watermelon shorts.
Uh-oh.
And they're so good. But yeah, great film. Number, I just lost count. 10, 9, 8, 7. Yeah. Number 7 is Moonlight, the romance film, I guess. I don't know if I should. Coming of age-ish. It's a weird one to describe.
Yeah.
It's a discovery of one's own sexuality. There.
I guess you could, yeah.
And it is great, and I still remember so many scenes, and I've watched it twice.
Oh, okay.
And I watched it again with my brother. He liked it a lot too. Number 6, The Silent Voice. Great anime movie. So emotional. I felt feelings, and this doesn't happen.
It's upsetting.
It really, really is.
In a good way and a bad way sometimes as well.
I know. Number 5, Baby Driver. Baby Driver was excellent. But probably one of the best action films.
Yeah, in a long time.
Yeah.
And it fits into the Drive cinematic universe as well, with Drive and Driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah, and The Driver.
And The Driver as well.
But it also fits into the baby category.
Yes, as well.
Like Baby Geniuses and Boss Baby.
Boss Baby as well, yes.
Yeah.
So we've got like a kind of like cross array of stuff there, which is quite interesting. Look forward to the next one.
Number 4, Blade Runner 2049. Great film. It's probably the most unparalleled visually this year, as far as I'm saying.
Yes, without going into animation, yes.
Yeah. Number 3, The Handmaiden. The Handmaiden was remarkable.
Yeah.
Again, another great, I guess, romance?
Love story, I'd say.
Yeah. Great love story.
I would go with that.
I don't want to say too much.
No, don't.
Number 2, Tower.
Tower?
Yeah, Tower is a documentary about the shooting.
Oh, that film.
And it's done in a rotoscoped animation.
Yeah, where they reenact the horrible scenes.
And it's so amazing. It's probably one of the best documentaries I've seen.
Yeah.
I highly
Possibly
recommend.
next to Waltz and Basir, yeah.
Yeah. I highly recommend everyone to go see it. My number 1 film of the year, The Bye Bye Man. No, I'm kidding.
Like that.
I'm kidding. My number 1 film is Shin Godzilla, because I fucking love that film.
Wow, I'm surprised.
It was so good, and I can't stop thinking about it, because I like it that much.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. Pound for pound, it's amazing. It's my favourite. Despite the few flaws I have, I still love it.
Okay.
That's my 2017 list.
Pretty much sums up. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so hopefully, if Ferret's on the next podcast, he'll be doing his one. However long that's going to take, or whenever he returns, and is able. But yeah, that's almost all of us done. I think what we're going to do, maybe once Ferret has done his, we're going to actually put images of all our stuff so you guys can kind of figure things out, because they are... I think everyone so far is just so sporadically different that it should... you're getting a real massive bunch of great stuff to just go and pick and choose and kind of decide what you want to go and do in that. But yeah, so that's going to end our discussion, and we're going to move on to the end of the podcast. We're going to do the video of the episode, which is going to be the video by Bill Waltz, I believe his name is, and that is going to be La-di-da-di-da-di-day-o. I had to say that fast because reading it wouldn't have the same kind of impact. But that's going to be the description of the YouTube link to this podcast, as well as the download link, which is going to be in the description. And yeah, it's pretty much going to end up the podcast. Anything you want to say before we kind of do our plugs and our general wrap up and that?
The day we're recording this is the anniversary of when that guy got punched.
Oh yeah,
and I love that, and that was a great moment of 2017.
Yeah, that was a strong moment. Yeah. I think someone actually, for whatever reason, synced up that video with the countdown to the new year. So as soon as it hit 12 in 2018, he gets punched in the face.
I retweeted that because I had to.
Some of those memes were pretty great. I'm trying to think of another one, which was...
There was the Spider-Man pizza
one. When Peter Parker will say it's pizza time as soon as he hits. I'll have to do that next year, man.
Definitely.
I'm gonna have to do that for next year. But yeah, check those videos out, I guess. But yeah, the only thing I want to say real quick is that podcast episode 80 is going to be the last podcast that is going to be uploaded to the Angry Raccoon 1 channel. I'm going to keep people updated on my Twitter, which is the Angry Raccoon, only with one C, as to what's going to happen, because there is going to be a massive shift with content. But if you are already following me, then you won't really need to worry about anything, because you'll be informed. That's not to say that the podcasts are going to be deleted in any kind of capacity. You can jump over to one of the other channels, which is where the podcast is going to be, but not everything is finalized and sorted out yet, so we'll keep you posted. There definitely will be an update before the end of January to let you guys know in some kind of format, so you guys know where you want to separate and all that kind of stuff. But yes, any questions you have, you can email us at raccoonplusfriends@gmail.com. I've already said what my Twitter was. Once again, that's the Angry Raccoon, only with one C. Ace, where can people find you?
At Ace Enigma, being capital A-C-E, capital E-N-I-G-M-A.
So go follow us there if you want to keep up with us and keep discussion going. We post and do various different things on there. So if you want to argue with me about anime, you know where to find me. Basically.
Yeah, and if you want to know my opinions on stuff, you can ask me there, and I'll probably say it's all shit.
Well, if it ain't Inuashi, it's rubbish.
Exactly.
Alright, well, I guess we'll wrap up the podcast from here. We will see you guys in February, most likely on a different channel, maybe with some changes, but we shall see. Stay posted for that. And yeah, February is going to be a pretty crazy month, I'm going to say. We got videos and we got people disappearing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. So, we'll end this by saying I am the Angry Raccoon.
I am Ace.
And we will see you on the next podcast.